one of the angry clergy members here at the temple, I am extremely disappointed and very, very angry at the content of the leaked draft of the SCOTUS opinion to overturn Roe, which has been an essential part of our legal system and protection for women since 1973, especially since every single Supreme Court justice has promised not to overturn this important constitutional protection for all women when they interviewed for that job under oath. To be clear, reproductive choice should have nothing to do with politics. In other words, the religious right imposing their view upon others. This is a deeply religious decision. Reproductive decisions are made by women, sometimes in consultation with family and doctors and clergy, but certainly not with lawmakers and judges. Jewish tradition for thousands of years has stated unequivocally that the fetus is not considered a full human being and has no juridical personality of its own. Rashi, our great 12th century commentator on the Bible, said, Lav nefesh hu, it is not a person. Further, a woman's life, her pain, her concerns, her health take precedence over the life of a fetus. Existing life takes precedence over potential life. Judaism does not equate fetal life with human life outside the womb. End of sentence, period. It is our firm belief that every single woman has the personal freedom to apply the principles of her faith tradition, unfettered by legal imposition of moral standards other than her own. Every modern Jewish denomination is on record opposing any form of governmental regulation on abortion. And if this leaked political decision by the court stands, the religious freedom of millions of Americans will be violated. And we know that abortion will not end. Rather, women will have to travel to other states, incurring huge expenses. So make no mistake, this congregation, these congregations, this rabbi, these rabbis, we will do everything in our power to ensure that every single woman has access to safe and affordable health decisions without any interference. We know that Georgia will likely be one of 26 states to move quickly to ban abortion. If someone, for their own reasons of faith, wants to assert viability of a fetus at 6 weeks or 5 weeks or 4 weeks, they should feel free to do so. But they are not free to make their personal faith conviction the law of this land and the law of this state. They are not. No more than one woman making her own decisions of faith to terminate pregnancy should impose that same decision as a state law. We will not rest for a moment until every single woman has the privacy guaranteed to her by the Roe decision. It is a precedent. Today we feel called upon to demonstrate to Georgians and to the Supreme Court our commitment to freedom of religion and moral conscience for all women. Today we feel called upon to affirm women as moral decision makers. Today we feel called upon to assure equal access to reproductive health care services for all women, including family planning and abortion. Today we feel called upon to protest absolutism in thought, extremism in action, violence, and harassment. Today we feel called upon to expand the choices for the poor, the uneducated, the young, and the elderly. Today we feel called upon to eliminate racism and sexism in our society. Today we feel called, as a people of faith, to provide choices for all who live in our society. Today we feel called, but take note, because all of us are betrayed and all of us are angry. It is time to get our eyes out of the microscopes and out of the ultrasounds and the political photo ops, and to train them on women and families who we have a right and a privilege and an honor to treat with dignity. To set our sights on the vital matter of the freedom of faith that has been degraded into what can only be called a political football. In the coming weeks, you will be hearing more about our temple efforts, all of the congregations who are here, their efforts, NCJW efforts, and you will have your own opportunity to engage deeply on these issues. We will not stay quiet as the clock turns backwards. No, we will stand together as one voice, as one Jewish community, and take a stand on behalf of women and families everywhere. We're going to stand against the attempts to restrict a woman's right to choose, and we will prevail.